Good night, good night. Welcome to Dark Night with your girl, Kay, Lady in the Dark. Hope you all had a wonderful week. Hi, Princess Rose Doll. Good night, good night. How you doing? I hope you had a wonderful week. Good night, everyone. As you come, please just hit the thumbs up for me. Please just hit the like button. Hi, Vice Out. Good night. Good night. Thanks for joining. Oh, you need to come and braid my hair. Trust me, you really need to come and braid my one. I wanted to pull out mine today, but boy, it was such a hectic day. I'll know it not pull out. So right now, I wonder how me go comb it if it go work next week because the braid tan bad. If it pull out, can't go back and work with this a year. So you need to come and braid mine. Good night, everyone. Please hit the like button as you come in. I said, people, something happened today, and I proved to myself that I'm getting old. Here in Jamaica, from maybe about Wednesday, we get in some rains in the afternoon, and people, whenever you know granny say when rain a go fall or her knee at her and how she pain up, Papa Jesus, me realize that happened to me. Me pain up. Young girl like me, pain up. So me I think about it because even today me I feel lie down and me I say, no man, how me pain up so. It's like me did go on one marathon and me not go on no marathon, nothing. And me I say, no, me have to go exercise. We really have to go exercise. And what I realized from the other day, my knee, it's like, that's why I say old age because it must be old age. But clearly, it just proved to me that I'm not so young again. I need to go and exercise because when I was younger, I was going to the gym. But since lately, especially since having a baby, no gym, nothing. But what is happening to me now with the pain in the knee, the lower back, it just tell me, say, I need to go back to the gym. I need to start exercise, even if it's just walking or something. I think that is just talking to me that I need to. Because me I say, no, man, me have to say, mommy, you pain up? No, me not paying up. And I'm like, what the hell? My mother almost 60 and she not paying up. And young green girl like me, we are just 36, they are paying up. So clearly, me definitely need to go exercise because it can be arthritis. Me no know what, but something are going with my knee and me no in it at this point. So anything we are going, it better go back which part it a come from because still me need to run up and down, kick ball, jump, and do all sort of something. Now, people, different from my arthritis and everything, I don't know if you all saw a video going around on social media of this couple. See, well, they look African, so I think they're in Africa. This lady and her husband, they are, we in Jamaica would call them Bobo Jed. They hear naughty and everything. The first video I saw of them was the female. She was in her underwear and she was dancing, and the man was there. And I realized that when you look at them, they look quite happy. And based on how they dress, clearly it seemed like something is going on. But in spite of whatever that is going on in their life, they look quite happy. And when I saw it, me, I said, look upon them two people here. Look how them look like something is going on up there, and look how them look happy. The two people them a dance. You see the woman a dance with her husband in one of the video, and him sit down and him a smoke and him a look pan her, and it's like some crazy thoughts was going through his mind when he was watching her dancing. And I was just like, wow. And people, I'm not going to tell any lie. Clearly, it seemed like they're going through something in their life mentally. But you see, in spite of that, when I look at the videos of them on social media, them look happy. They're no business when nobody think. They just look happy, comfortable with each other to show that they have been together for quite some time. I saw something today and someone was speaking about them, and she was saying that the gentleman used to be a pastor and everything. What happened is seemed like they lost their child and both of them took it on their head, and that happened. But in spite of that, people, how much, hi Sandra, good night. How much of us tonight can say we are going to dance for our spouse? And we suppose I go sit down and look upon we and think so, like some crazy thoughts going through his head. How much of us can do that? How much of us, in spite of what you're going through, you can just come in your little underwear and camera and, business when nobody wants about you. You're just comfortable in your own body, comfortable with the person that you're in. You see, when I look at it, I said, whoa. Because in spite of what they're going through, they are still in love. They are still happy. And that is good. That is really, really good. Because we have our person and everything. In the early part of the relationship, you realize that you do those crazy things for the person. You dance for the person, you put on the outfit, the heels, and let me love you with my heels on. You play the music and you go on with your things. You realize that 2 years after, nothing. 3 years after, it's like the relationship just get dead. No more costume, no more role play, nothing. No more dancing to this song, nothing. No more love you with my heels on, nothing. A lot of couples going through that phase. And people, you have to, especially when you're in love with the person. Good night. Especially when you're in love with the person, you have to try your best to just get back those moments when both of you comfortable with each other and you have those crazy times together. Because what is happening now is that a lot of couples, you get married, 2 years after you have a child, or 1 year after you have a child, the next 2 years and next one come, you get so caught up with raising the children, making sure that everything is fine with them, you totally forget about your spouse. You forget to make that person happy. All you're focusing on is the kids, going to school, paying the bills, going to work, nothing more. You go in the bedroom, bam, bam, nothing more. Little bit after, you realize you're 36, you have pain in your knee and everything. Your back hurt you or something, arthritis start take over. No more love you with my heels on, nothing like that. So people, you have to make sure, that when you have that person, make sure, ladies, you treat them good. Not just by cooking the good food and everything, but doing those things. Because when I look at that lady and she was dancing for her spouse, I wish I could share the video, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the link. Because I don't want to share people's video and then I get strike. Good night, Miss Sims and Miss McCormick. Right. So I'm going to share the link and I would want for you all to look at it and everything. Let's all just strive to be that happy with the person that you're with. Even if it's not full 100, just try to be happy. Even if you're going through that financial problem, you're going through this, just try to, because people, you're going to spend so much time with the kids, sending them to school, making sure that the house is taken care of, everything working. By the time you quint, retirement. You realize that everything just pass you by. You don't go on that cruise. You don't go on that weekend getaway. You don't have those late night, that candlelight dinner, nothing. So people, please make sure that you enjoy your time with the person that you're with. And people, me I go fast, me da watch something, and me I watch it, me I think to myself. I'm talking about CMR and Chrissy. I was thinking to myself, because when I was listening to the gentleman speaking and listening to her speaking, I was saying to myself, I wonder if she was so focused on the kids and everything and totally forget about the man. Because me hear him come out and him talk about how him wife and everything. I'm not even going to talk about the other part that happened after with her. Not even going to discuss that. But I'm wonder if that's what happened, because a whole heap of relationship, that's what happened with the wife, the ladies. When we get the kids, then we forget what we're supposed to do. You forget the things that you used to do in the relationship. And you see, the funny thing about man is they now go sit down and think, say, no, oh, she's busy with the kids, oh, she's tired. No, them now go do that. What them are going to do is that them are going to sit down, them are going to scroll through their phone, them are going to look for one young girl or something to occupy their time. That's what they do. So ladies, please just treat the person good, especially if you love the person, you don't want to lose the person. Love them and treat them with the respect that they need. Let them know that you still appreciate them. Even if you can't move, just move the way you can. Even if arthritis will take over your knee, move the way you can. Now, people, I want you all to tell me, because I was watching something and I realized that people are saying it's another social media individual, all sort of stuff about this person. And I am wondering, really and truly, what could have caused this to happen? Because you see, at times when you see certain things on social media, it's best you just leave it alone. I am talking about Dr. Love and his wife. I'm going to refer to her as his wife because, trust me, Dr. Love is so in love with Marcia. Marcia is so in love with Dr. Love. It crazy, people. Me nah joke, it crazy. I was listening to Dr. Love and he was speaking about, first it spoke about his son. His son have a house, he might go fix it, rent it out and everything. Seem like certain individual take it up on their head and I talk about it and so forth. Now people, you see the funny thing is, and I'm going to be honest, I don't even know when him do the video, me just did I watch it. The funny thing is that what we don't realize, and I would want for people over the age of 40, 50 to understand. You see, this younger generation now, it's not like before. Them no sit down, them no wait on certain things before them start go after. Even if them mother or them father give it to them, they're no business. They are quite ambitious. They go for anything with them want. And you have certain people, whenever they see any young people striving, they don't like it. They wonder, they start to come with the negativity and so forth. But it don't make no sense. And I was wondering, how can someone, or what caused someone to become so bitter? So everything what people do, say, you find fault with it. It's like you're always comparing yourself. That's what I get from the individual, because I'm wondering if the person sit and wonder, okay, how this person get house, how this person get that and all of that, and they're still living in rent house. You have to bear in mind, you see some parents, them set up them pitney. They make sure say the child have something at the end of the day, whether it be a car or a house, them set up them pitney and then set up them pitney good. I know this young lady, that young lady have a car driving, and how she get it? Our father gave it to her when she left university, because him say him now go beg she go take out no car loan, because here in Jamaica, people, listen how it crazy. You have young people, Going to the car marts, going to the bank or the other financial institution, whether it be your credit union, the loan place, and they take out vehicles, and when they do, you realize that them have 10 years to pay for it. 10 years, And when you ask them sometime how much they paying for it, you hear them say, okay, I'm paying 80, I'm paying 70, and so forth. How much you're earning? They're earning like 150, 120. So you have some young people who go through that, and you have some parents who make sure say them know say them child is going to want a car, then say, guess what? May I make sure me give you one. Nobody go through that. Nobody go tie up yourself at an early stage with loans. So you see, when I want to see young people honing stuff, we don't feel no way. Be proud of them because they're achieving something early. You know, oh, leave it, me lock it. Me lock it when we finish. Sorry, guys. Right. You know how it feel when them can look upon themselves and they say, okay, I'm just 25. They have the house, they have the apartment, they have the car, they in a them good job. You know how the parents feel when they realize that their child don't have to go through the same struggle that they went through. Them not have to hide from landlord. They not have to go rent a center, go take out furniture, or go on a courts, go and take out furniture for 3 years. When you check it out, the money where you pay for the item, you could buy 3 items or 4 items and everything. So you have parents out there, whenever they see their child or their children going through that phase and everything, they try their very best to give them the foundation. And I think that's what every single parent's supposed to do. Just try to just give them that start that they need, whether it be the education, send them to university so they don't have to go through student loan, whether it be giving them the vehicle so they don't have to take out the car loan. If you have 2 houses, give them one so they can start life and then not have to go through the phase where you realize then they in a debt so high they can't even look over it, cover them, then neck it they up to them neck because they're trying credit. When you check out some of them overseas credit score mash up everything, nothing. So parents, please give them the start that they need in life, because trust me, they are going to appreciate you even more when you do that, especially when they can look and they see how hard life is. And I would say to the children also, oh, well, on the people, I'm going to tell you, I don't know how many of you on this live overseas, and people, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to take my foolish advice, please. May I beg you. Since this week, I decided that I was going to give a nurse. She's a geriatric nurse. She works at a nursing home here in St. Catherine. And I was talking to her and she was telling, I said, where are you working now? Because I know that she was working somewhere. No, lie. When I reached there, I said, you're coming off here? Are you going in? She said, no, I don't work there anymore. I said, really? She said, yes. I said, where are you working? She tell me. I said, oh, you change job. And she said, yes, but she have a plan for she soon change again. I said, why? She don't like the owner for the nursing home. What happened is that this lady that owned the nursing home people, it's sad. It's really sad. Me not even want to talk about it or think about it too much. What happened is that a lot of her patients, children are overseas sending the money to her for her to provide food for their parents and take the parent to doctor. There was this patient, she said the son even come down last year and visit and everything it seems. She said she was told that the son came. And the lady had a cut on her foot. And people, the lady tell me, say, all them I said to the owner, carry her a doctor. She say, soon get better, man, it soon get better. Them say to her, say, remember, say the lady have sugar. carry her a doctor. It soon get better. 2 weeks gone, them say the little cut start become a big thing. It a take over the lady foot. One toe start basically a cover with it. And they say all the talking to the lady. Oh, it a go get better. Make it she all right, nothing wrong. You know what happened now? The lady lost her leg. Even police get involved with it to show how serious the thing getting up. Because the lady lost her leg and right now the lady a batter. They don't know if she's going to make it. The lady is 92. 92. And what they said is that the home, it's a home where, and the likes of the people, them not take care of their relative. And I blessed one, good night, night. It's not like it's a home where them not take care of them parents or send anything. She said the people them take care of their parents because a lot of them have their children overseas. I get to understand that this lady, she was living in Florida. And the children decided that they were going to send her out here because it's cheaper for the nursing home. And look what happened to her. Look what happened to her. Maybe me not even know if she's still alive or anything. But because they thought that it would have been better. So people, please, be careful. If you decide that you're going to put your parent in a nursing home, do your investigation. And even when you investigate sometime, it not real. It not real. The best thing to me is get a nurse at home. So if you're overseas and you're going to have your parent here in Jamaica and they reach up in age and you want somebody to take care of them, instead of you putting them in the nursing home, let them remain at home. Get cameras in your home and everything. So you, the overseas or anywhere, even somebody here in Jamaica can look and see what is happening. But you see, when you put them in the nursing home, people, what happen? We not spend this bag of money because I get to understand that that lady is 400 US per month. 400 US. And the woman just figure a doctor, and if she went to the doctor, maybe it would have cost office visit $3,000 to treat, to dress and everything, maybe 5,000 or so forth. And she'll collect the 400 US a month. And take care of the people them. So you have to be careful when you're overseas. And if you decide that you're going to put your loved ones in nursing home, please be very, very careful. And I was told that she's not the only one. I was told that one of the patients died recently. And what happened, it was something similar, negligence and everything. When the lady was talking to me, I was thinking to myself, I wonder if she really realized, she tell all of them something here. And that made me think to myself, because you see, when you hear them things there, how people treat people, and you hear people talk about, Jamaica people, them are this and them are, because of reasons like those. So you have to be very, very careful, people. You can't tell what is going to happen to them when you put them there. And if you call the person can tell you this wonderful story. Oh, they're doing fine. She's having her fruits and she's this and she's that and everything. Lo and behold, you don't know what is taking place. So please be very, very careful if you're considering to put your parent in a nursing home here in Jamaica. Think about it twice before you do so. Because I know all the time them take care of them the way they're supposed to. You have some, they do, but others, they don't. They don't do it. Now, people, hold on there. What else me didn't want to talk to them about? You see that nursing home thing there, it never a part of it, I know me go drop that in. I'm totally forget what me did I go talk about. Yes, please, thumbs up the live for me, please, guys. Please. Oh, what else? Anyway, I don't remember. So let me continue chatting because that's what it is, chattings. So when me I talk to the lady, me say, so Uno never did I try convince her for care. She say, yes, them I try and everything, but the lady said she not have no time if you go down to the hospital, go sit down with the woman. So what you say? She say, yes. Me say, huh? She not have no time if you go down to the hospital, go sit down with the woman until the woman get through. Me say, so why she want to take her to the hospital? Why she don't take her to a private doctor or something? It a go cost too much. And I'm like, but wait, no 400 US, she just tell me, say, then tell her, say, the woman I get a month time for one of the patient. And yeah, tell me, say, you not have no money for carry them a private doctor. And yeah, collect 400 US. And I know one patient you have, and a two, I will leap. And yeah, collect that. And me just sitting on me, I think, I'm a driver. I said, no, man, there's something here, a pay slackness. Pay slackness are going to Jamaica. And you see the reason why these people continue to get away with stuff like this is because the government don't do their inspection, their investigation with these homes. Them just give them the license because they don't have a lot of workers. Nobody monitor, nobody investigate, nobody do their site visit. So a lot of them, they have the patients there and they're suffering because the resources lacking. And when you look at what is happening in the education sector, I remember yesterday someone was saying to me that if I saw the news, I said, what are you talking about? And they said, they're saying that maths and science teacher going to be short for the next academic year. I said, oh, but that's nothing new. Me say not only them, will it more. And you see, when you look at it, people, you wonder why Jamaica is operating the way it does. These are the reason why. Because one, them not get the pay that they need. They can't survive with what they're getting. Everybody are migrate. So what you realize is that it's just a few people live out here who are educated, who can do certain, just a few, not a lot. A lot of the people that we have here in Jamaica, guess what? They don't have it. They don't have the education. They don't have the degree. They don't have the master's. Some of them, they just go to high school. They can't even afford to go back to university because it's that hard. It's that hard. So you have people, they go to university. What do you think happened? They gone overseas. I saw something where, what name? A Centennial? Centennial College. Anyway, I saw something where a school in Canada, I think somebody is going to do something out here in Jamaica, trying to get students for that school over there in Canada. And when I listen, you realize that, guess who I go? People with them degree at Jamaica. And them I go sign up, figure Canada. Them I go sign up. So you realize that Jamaica is going to continue to have this brain drain. People, we're going to out here, and I believe that it's going to get so bad. But anytime, trust me, I just cut to, if it reach that stage, you're going to realize that if you want something to be done, there will be no one here to do it because why? Everybody with the skill or the qualification gone. If you need to do a surgery, you're going to go to the hospital and they're going to tell you that, oh, unfortunately, we don't have that specialist here in Jamaica. You're going to have to go here or there. Gone. Now, they're talking about the maths teacher who going to migrate soon. What going to happen? Come next year, you're going to hear CXC say how much percent pass maths and how much fail. Why? Because you don't have any teacher who are well trained, who have the years of experience. They are no longer here. They are all gone to greener pasture. So you're going to realize that English language, the pass mark, well, not the pass mark, the percentage of number of students that pass is going to decrease. Maths, the same thing. Biochemistry, physics, the same thing. Because the teachers with the experience, they're not going to work in Jamaica, especially with what went down recently. A lot of them know Before they stay, they're looking to leave. Oh, I just remember what else I was going to talk about. I wonder if I'm supposed to talk about it though, because it kind of gets stale now. But I think it was yesterday. Yesterday she talked about it. Yes, it was yesterday she spoke about it on her live. AD spoke about this thing. I saw the video also of a man. He had a picture, 2 pictures in his hands, and he was doing, I don't even know, it looked like ashes stick, and him did I put them upon one another, him face them down and everything. It turned out that he was trying to do some hoe with it and everything, and she was speaking people. And she was saying that a lot of people right now, ladies, living in misery. And the reason why they're living in misery is because of stuff like that. Because they decided that they see this man, the man have some money, the man a take care of them, they don't want to lose them, then decide to tie the man to them, or the woman to them, and everything. And you realize, so them start couple years after, backsagi, thumpagi, kickagi, man now come home, all sort of something, misery, because of a reason like that. And people, the reason why I wanted to talk about it, I am from St. Mary, and don't take this the wrong way, but here in Jamaica, 2 parishes are known for certain activities, St. Mary and St. Thomas. Those 2 parishes are known for the big O, the big O. When you hear people talk, then we tell you, say, them are go up St. Mary, a mother woman, or them are St. Thomas, a mother person. Because those 2 parishes, they are well known for that. And I remember, and I was even talking to my mother about it, this couple and people, one day, I remember the man in work with a juice company. He was a good man, and everything, when you look on him, everybody have good things to say about him and everything. He was kind, respectful. Those them man, the way you look on them, then just look nice, humble, everything. And he was working with the juice company for years. And when you check a stock, I get to understand that the wife would turn up at his workplace, go along with certain things and everything. This man found a lady that he loved, and he treated the lady children so good in take care of the woman, picking them, and everything. And when you hear the man talk about the relationship that he was in and everything, I heard that it was a misery. It was like 2 puss and dog are live together. That's how bad it was. And when you ask, why him not leave her? People that say, he can't leave her. She time. And I said, but no, but him, you hear, no, he can't leave her in time. And people, at one point, me used to say, this thing a nonsense. Me not believe in it and everything. I was shocked. When me say shock, me mean shock. Last year, 2022, when me find out say the man still a living in misery. Me shock. I was like, so him still married to that woman there? Him and that woman there still there? And everything. And I say, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. So I really true then. She time. Because you realize, that these individuals, they are in the relationship. They want to get out. They find love elsewhere. They want to go to that person, but they can't leave because they're so wrapped up and them not even know how they're wrapped up. And sometimes you wonder, oh, them people they do it, oh, them put up with it and everything. And you see, at times you realize that these are the relationship where you have people are living. When you hear certain things happen here in Jamaica, it's because of things like those. Because them decide to them want tie the man them to them, and then maybe something go happen, the man go losing money or anything. Them want left the man because them tie the man to them. The man say, oh, you not left me, you can't left me, or something. Or the woman want or something and can't leave. The man want leave and can't leave. Even when they find love, they can't because they're so wrapped up. And I was wondering to myself, why females? Because I realize that a lot of times it's the females who want to do something like that. I wonder, why would you want to tie crosses to yourself? Just think about it. Because you see, when that relationship is not ordained by God, when God put you together, whether it be you go together because the S is good, or because the person have money and you want a sugar daddy to take care of you, or because they decide so you go to St. Thomas up in the hills or St. Mary up in the hills, if you go visit the mother woman, you realize that the misery in the relationship is there. You realize that they don't treat each other good. They're mean. They're miserable to each other. And you have to wonder why females really and truly want to put themselves through that. Because a lot of the relationship that in a them bondage there, you realize say, bun for breakfast, bun for lunch, bun for dinner, bun for supper, bun right round. Then get Miss Birdie Bakery, National Bakery, Yummy Bakery, Maxfield Bakery. Every single one them I get. Because the person is so uncomfortable in the relationship. The person want find the joy that they're supposed to find. And when you look at it in a people, I can tell you there's one relationship right now on social media, quite popular. I don't think it's the big O. I think it's the S and the money. Make those two are together. It's like the young guy is good at what him do. The young guy like our money and so forth. So you realize that they're still together. And every minute you see them on social media, they're going through their problem, then come, you see tears, you hear this I wanna cuss, this I wanna and everything. Look a bit after they gone back together. Because you see, when the relationship, I know we God designed for you, and that happening, you're miserable. You get bun, left, right, center, all over. The woman give you bun, the man give you bun. And that happen. So a lot of people, they try to remain in this relationship expecting that things will either get better, the person will change, or something, not knowing that there's no changes coming because Mr. Big O is involved. The time go on. So no matter how the person want to change, no matter how the person want to get out, they can't get out. But you know what's the good thing, people? I personally believe that, you see, okay, blessed one, I personally believe that, you see, even if they can get the biggest woman or the biggest mother woman or anything, once God wanted to pull, God are going to pull it. Him either going to make one of them drop out or something. Watch out. Rain a fall. Lord, sweet. Okay. It's a rainy night up in the hills, people. Anyway, right. So you're going to realize that one of them, and normally it's the person that do the tying, you realize that they end up 6 feet under a little bit sooner or something. And I believe that that might happen because the next person supposed to get the little opportunity to be finally happy. Happy. I remember this couple, Lord have mercy. This one in John's Road, I don't know if the big O involved, but people, I never talk with about them there. Lord have mercy. Anyway, I know this couple and people, the man, the woman, they fight night and day. Me used to live next door to them. As so comes me know. They fight. Car mash up. When you check a stock, furniture mash up, TV mash up, everything. Me mean some big fight, and a little fight, The way they fight and use a big, I will never forget it one night. We got a knock on our door because we had a car. Then one we if carry the person to hospital because the person gets stabbed. Well, the person went with them and took them to the hospital. When he came back, I asked what happened and everything. A big stab in a belly and everything. So I was thinking to myself, what if suppose them did kill them one another? Suppose them did kill them one another. When we say them two people that used to fight, a stone. When you see some big stone, a fling. Some stone we used to fling. And right now, me used to wonder if a some time go on. But me not think of time because eventually the man wise up and he left and he might live somewhere else now with another female. And him and that female, they even have a child now together. So me not think of the big O did get involved where the tie up and everything. Maybe it was, I don't know. But it just goes to show the things where certain people put up with in a relationship. Because me no know how they do it. I was watching the lady on social media and she had talk about with her husband. And I said, Jesus Christ, woman. So me just have to just continue scrolling. Because me have to say, no, Queenie, me tired of me no want to hear nothing more. Because me not understand it. How can Queenie sit? And she got through, she said she done. And me say, okay, let me see. Next week, me I go watch and see what going happen. But me wonder, how can you sit and go through all of that, And you see the funny thing, people, when you look on who I put her through all of it, our son, me not gonna say our husband, our son, when you look at it, when you look at the age difference, the guy is young enough to be our son. The guy not have nothing to offer to the relationship. That's how I look at it. And you're going to sit down and you're going to make this person put you through it. Why? Because a husband? No, 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 no. So ladies, please, you have to be careful. Wise up. No one not get on yourself in a man. Wise up. No one not get on yourself in a... I know every woman want to see with the Coca-Cola back a shape and the pretty face. I know all of them are good woman. I know every woman where you see living at them big mansion, drive them big fancy car, and look nice when them put on them clothes and everything. I know all of them nice. And ladies, the same thing with the man. I know every man will come and I treat you no good and everything. I know all of them are good man. They do it in the beginning of the relationship. When they get used to you, guess what? Them done. Everything stop. You realize that them treat you so good. They carry you to the most expensive restaurant. They carry you on the weekend getaways and everything that you want. And guess what? When you check a stock, you realize you have to use makeup on your eye more than anything now. You can't sit properly on your bottom. And it's not good spanking you're getting, You can't sit properly. When you look, one side of your jaw swell up now, your cheeks swell. So you say, I was sting you, or be sting you. Because this person trick you with them big car, they heap of money and everything with it. So you thought that you were getting Prince Charming just to find out that what you end up with now is Mr. Prince beating. Because the person trick you. Whole heap of female out there, they get tricked. Whole heap of man out there get tricked. They see the female, Coca-Cola back of shape, everything. Treat them good in the beginning of the relationship. Get married to the person. When they move in with the lady now and everything. Couple months after, they realize that the female is the most miserable person there is. They realize that the female can't cook. They realize that the person can't communicate properly. The person tell them any word will come out their mouth. You realize that all that wonderful things that he used to get in the beginning of the relationship, you're no longer getting it. So you have to be very, very careful. Not just see somebody and decide, say, 3 months after, you're going to say the I do or anything like that. Some people, they are lucky enough. 6 months, 3 months after they say the I do, they're still happy. But you have some people, couple months after, they move in with the person or they decide that they're going to do that big plunge and everything. And you realize that they must say, Lord have mercy, how may I think? What was going through my head? I know this female right now. And people, me always say it, why me wants a salt? People ever come to me and I tell me them business. Ever come to me, I'm not a psychologist. And they ever come to me with them man and woman problem, And this woman decided, a young green girl, just 34, decided that she was going to marry a man who is 58 and now a complaints that the man something soft. Now tell me if she no want her two before. Just think about it. 34, 58. And now you're going to complain about the man thing. When you do things like that, when you're going to marry somebody and you have that big gap, just understand, say, guess what? Me I go marry him because me need a sugar daddy. Not think about nothing else. Not think say because you need no good. No. Just think about it and say, okay, me I go marry him because me know say me I go well sorted out financially. Don't think about anything else. And that is what I would want for females to understand. Because a lot of females, they date these older men and they expect the world from them. And they fail to understand that when you reach up in age, certain things that you used to do when you're younger, you can't do it again. And the thing is, females in their 30, they're at the peak. That's their peak for them. When you look at a man now who is in their 50s, almost 60, what you think? A retirement age that person reach. So you hear some females get involved with it and start complaining. And they are the problem. I don't think it's the man the problem, at them are the problem. And listen why I not think the man are the problem. Because you're young. You decided that you were going to go into this relationship because you like the person, whether for what they were doing for you or something. And you went into the relationship. No, you totally forget that the person is a couple years older than you. And what you normally get from a 30-something-year-old man or a 20 or a 40, you expect to get it from the 50-something-year-old man. No, it not go happen. It not go happen. It might happen with some that still have the stamina and everything, but understand, I not all of them. So if you realize that you get one and they can't function there, just give up. Maybe you're going to have to visit the Chinese shop. Maybe you're going to have to visit Rose or something. But just give up on it. Just understand that, okay, now, I can just decide that that part is just going to retire. It's just time for us to have fun, go on weekends, cuddle, sit, watch movies, sit, watch the sunset, go on boat rides. Just decide that's what you're going to do now. If you really and truly love the person, don't focus on that. Focus on every single thing else that you have in the relationship. Because a lot of times, relationships are built on the SE. It no build upon nothing else. It's just the SE. You realize that you don't create any memories. The only time maybe you see the person is when the person want the SE or when you want the SE. And that's it. Nothing more. And you realize that you're sitting down and you're wondering, okay, then what is going to happen? It's just SE, SE, SE. And then eventually, because the SE is so sweet, you and this person decided that, okay, we're going to continue. We're going to make it the thing and we're going to do it. When the SE gone, no more good sausage for you or anything like that. You realize now that you're sitting there in the relationship. Now you understand that the person is not a good communicator. Now you understand that the person is not so quite attractive. Now you understand that the person teeth is discolored. Now you understand that the person eye, cast or something. Because all along, you never did a focus on nothing more. All clouded mind was the searches, the SE. That's the only thing you were focusing on. And when you remove that now, everything is coming to light. And that is a sad thing that is happening in a lot of relationship, the billet and the bedroom activities. And when they reach up in age, you realize that you will hear people say, okay, they're in the relationship for how many years this? And then you hear the big D coming. Why? Because one now can't perform or something. So the other one now need that person now that's supposed to carry them to cloud nine. And that person is up there now. They retire. Simple put it like that. So please make sure that when you're building your relationship, you build it on more than that. Make sure that you spend some quality time with the person. Sit, talk, watch movie. If you can't go out on an expensive date, just go buy ice cream. Walk and eat your ice cream. Sit down. If you're in Jamaica, people, I'm telling you something. If you live in Jamaica and you want to have a date on a budget, go to Devon House. Go to Devon House. Just stop at a pizza out or a KFC, grab some chicken or a pizza, go Devon House, you sit, you eat, you buy your ice cream and everything. Trust me, the best date ever. And that is date on a budget. Devon House, Carib, Emancipation Park, those places. If you want to live on a budget, well, date on a budget. That's why I refer to them when you're broke and you're tired and you want to go somewhere and you realize, say, okay, then the pocket can't carry me there, so, but I want to come out of the house. Those are the best places to go if you're in Jamaica. But try to create memories, because when everything else is gone, the memories, they are going to hold the relationship together. It's going to serve as the glue, the bond for that relationship. So you're going to realize now that that person is up there in age, you're up there in age. You can't do what you used to do again. You can't go where you want to go. You're going to realize that what you're going to do now, you're going to sit and you're going to think. You're going to remember all the wonderful places that you have been. So build the relationship and memories. Don't do them something there. Because you see, when we look on it, right now, I wonder if that lady on social media and her little boy husband, if them supposed to last for the next 10 years, what kind of memories them are going to sit down and think about? Oh, you remember when we got DR and we cuss out? You remember when we got Jamaica and we do that? You remember when we fighting at the airport? Oh, you remember when we cuss out your mother on social media? Oh, you remember? I wonder what kind of memories them are going to have in a them relationship and everything. But it's their life. They just have to live it. They just have to enjoy what they want to enjoy, go through what they want to go through and everything. So people, please, no bother tie on the crosses them upon yourself. Leave them alone. If you realize that the man have the money and everything, take my foolish advice. If that man decided that he's going to give you a $50,000 every week for your allowance, make sure so you put on 20. So you see, when the man gone, at least at the end of the day, you have something to sit back and look. Or you try your best for, because trust me, females, they're good. They will tell this man that they have this bill, that bill, and eventually, so them not have none, and the man will give them the money to pay the bill and everything. Some females, they will take that money, they will go to the hairdresser, they will go and do this, buy this and everything. But if you're going to do that, take the money and put it in the bank account, let it stay there, invest it. No matter try to tie on the man because of what the man can provide for you, because of what you're enjoying. Don't do that, because in the end, you're going to be miserable. You're going to sit there, you're going to want to get out, and you're not going to be able to get out. So don't do that. Sit and look at everything that is happening on social media. Look at the couples that are happy. Look at the set will look miserable. Look at the set where always I give them one another problem and make sure that your relationship don't end up like those. Try to strive to be happy. If you realize that the person is doing something that you don't like, instead of going to discuss it with somebody else or anything, just have the person down, have a little discussion, talk it over. Because you'd be surprised, maybe the person believe that you'd have enjoy what they're doing. And then when you bring it to their attention now, that's when the person understand that you don't like it. So talk to them and explain to them what you want out of the relationship. If they're doing anything that you don't like, let them know. Look at social media, look at all the relationship that is there, look at the celebrities, look at their relationship, learn from it, and try your very best that whenever you're in your relationship, you don't make the same mistake that you see these people making. Coming online, telling everything, posting everything for the world to see. Because some things is best remain in the dark, like me. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Sorry, I wasn't able to come on anytime during the week. It was a hectic, when we say hectic week, and next week is going to be even worse than last week. But I will try my best to even just come on a little bit, even if it's just 20 minutes or on my way from work. I just come on and travel with you all. So have a good night. And please, guys, make sure that you cherish that person. Let that person know how much you appreciate them and how much you love them. And I'm going to go on TikTok and post the link for that African couple who seem to be very happy in spite of their condition, so you all can see what I'm talking about. So thank you so much for joining. Please have a good night, all.